Have you ever wondered what it would be like to uncrate a motorcycle? What it actually takes to PDI it and get it on the road and then run it in precisely as the manufacturer tells you to? And then of course, there's that first service, what you're paying for, what's included in a manufacturer's first service. Well, I'm about to get a brand new Channel motorcycle, so I went to the biggest motorcycle distributors in the world and pitched my idea. And do you know what they said? Well, they said, yes. And then I got really cheeky because I said to them, well, why don't you accessorize it and make it fit to take on some of the most craziest bonkers adventures ever? And they turned around and said, challenge accepted. That means that you're about to see my brand new Channel bike go through the crating process right to first service over 4 episodes. I think this is going to be absolutely next level. So let's go. So here I am at MotoGB's headquarters because this moment of unboxing the new Channel bike has to be the biggest yet. And we're going to do it in typical 11 out of 10 style. So are you ready? Are you ready to see the bike that I've picked to become the new Channel bike? We'll put through the PDI, we'll put through everything and you'll see it because, ladies and gentlemen, inside that crate is the bike that's going to become the most famous bike in the entire world. And ladies and gentlemen, the brand new helmet head Channel bike. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have just bought a Vogue for the channel. What means we're now going to put this through the uncrating process. You're going to see the entire works. So let's take this in, let's uncrate it. But tell me in the comments if you've figured out in any way what model of Vogue I've decided to go for. Let's see how long it takes you to figure out. Anyway, the forklift's coming. Let's pop this into the warehouse. This is where we take the mystery bike, the mystery Channel bike, and make it into a roller, what means it will be able to go for PDI. Now this is Mike. Mike is the man that's going to go through what it takes to get this out of a crate so we can get it PDI'd.
Right, shall we make a start?
Let's make a start.
We'll go with the most interesting and most basic stuff first. Ridiculously large amounts of wire securing everything in place in the crate. Let's get that wheel out somewhere safe. Somewhere in there, there's a mud guard for you. There we go. We also have engine bars and a rear rack. Alright, first things first. Let's sort out the fixtures and fittings. On the side stand, bag of bolts number 1, bag of bolts number 2, rear footrest. This is where, having built several of these before, comes in very handy.
There is a lot of nuts and bolts, isn't there?
Yeah, there is, but doing this now makes all the difference in a minute.
So this is like a puzzle.
Yeah, the first time you ever come across one of these, and you just open bags and bags and bags of, and you're like, what goes where, what fits with what.
Yeah.
But you soon pick it up. Right, now, for the really boring bit, let's get rid of some of this metal work. Off we come. Very well secured, these bikes.
Just a bit of no. It ain't gonna go anywhere.
Oh no, bolted out in the back, bolted down the front, bolted down through the front forks as well. Always a little gentler with them just in case. No, that isn't a spoiler. Sorry.
Aerodynamics at its best.
We could probably come to a deal afterwards if you wanted it to have it refitted. That's entirely up to you. Now then, shall we begin the procedure?
Let's start the procedure.
One sharp knife required. Another set of bars. Can you tell what it is yet? I'll just put the caps on these.
Is that so they don't go anywhere?
One, so they don't go anywhere, because on these bikes, as you can see, one side of your controls is already fitted, so you can't move the bar away from the bike.
Right.
But also, if I position them and tighten them down now,
Yeah.
if for any reason I drop them or drop any of my tools, the bike's still covered and protected.
Got you.
So nothing's going to get damaged in the process. And if you ever want to do this yourself, I highly recommend a low torque ratchet.
Low torque.
Low torque. You're only dealing sometimes with M4, M6 and M8 bolts. You don't need impact guns or high power air tools to put one of these together. All you're going to do is risk doing excessively large amounts of damage.
So it's gentle.
You have to have a nice, kind, gentle touch. I'm just going to leave that there and carry on building the bike. Yeah, that ratchet's not powerful enough to cause any issues. Which is why we then switch back to the manual mode. And just give everything a bit of attention. There we go. Don't need that. Now, let's see what else is hiding under here, shall we? It's a bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Ooh, I can see the word Vosges.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, one Vosges Rally 300.
So as you can see, I've gone for the 300 because the stuff that this bike can do. But anyway, let's get back on with the uncrating of this bike. But oh, Vosges.
Somewhere in here is your clutch lever and left-hand switchgear. Vosges are not shy of packaging.
No.
Which is a good thing.
You
They always turn up in fantastic condition. And they are a dream to put together. Suppose I better fit these for you, aren't I?
Yeah.
Unlike BMWs, Vosges owners like to use their indicators. And if I've got to fit the front indicators in a minute, I hope you do use them.
That's the plan. Don't worry, that's the plan.
Good. Now, These have to locate in a very specific spot, which is there, locked. Screw in the back, screw in the front, screw in the back of there, switch gear, done. Who doesn't like switchable ABS?
Exactly, the moment that the switchable ABS, it's going to be used a lot, I reckon, in the future. The golden button of power off-road.
Yes, the magical off. Yes. I don't need that. Let's just line this up. There's a tiny, tiny little dimple mark on the bars. There. Touch. Off on the bottom. Yep, that'll do. Happy with that. Now, let's find a rear rack for you. If you get bored, feel free to entertain yourself with an excessively large amount of bubble wrap. Personally, I find it quite therapeutic. It's very carefully, we don't scratch in the paint. This one goes in here first time perfectly, making it look like I know exactly what I'm doing.
So do you loose fit all the bolts?
Loose fit everything first. You'll find, especially fitting something like a rack or even the engine bars, which will fit in a bit, if you tighten one bolt up, you lose any free play you have.
Yeah.
You can put 2 of these bolts in and tighten them up and then go to put the 3rd one in and you're miles out. And you're taking it back off again and trying again. So everything goes in and gets started first.
So do you even do the handguards as part of this? Do you put all of that on?
I don't do handguards and mirrors when we're rolling them. That only generally gets left for PDI because if we're transporting these in vehicles and in vans, to tie them down and secure them, the more access you have to the end of your handlebars, the better. Mirrors, if you can leave them off until they're ready for the customer or it's a dealer, better again, one less thing to risk damage. But when you have your handguards on, it can make them slightly more awkward to tie a bike down. A lot of the times, certain bikes we don't fit windscreens. We leave them off as well. So the less that's on the bike whilst it's being transported, the rest of it gets scuffed, scratched, damaged. And we normally package everything up, strap it to the back of the bike, and it travels with the bike to whichever dealer's shifting out. Obviously, if we're shipping direct to a customer, it gets built up complete and PDI'd, as you will see the process in a bit when you go through into the other room.
Perfect.
And always with these, if you ever build a Rally 3, tighten these 2 bolts down first. Because you can line the rack up. And then, give that one a little bit. And we're done. Now, the bit that everybody thoroughly enjoys. Let's make a bike fly. See, to do a basic roller on a bike for transport, I wouldn't need to put the rear rack on. But on these, the rear rack is fantastic. It will take the entire weight of the bike when you're lifting. You can't load it that heavy, but you can lift the entire bike on that rear rack, which I'm about to do. So, straps over the bars. So, take the weight. Quick double check. Yep, everything's out of the way, everything's safe. Took out Harry Potter, Wingardium Leviosa. Right, and a short extension, which is there. Not very organised today at all.
You're on it, you got this.
Yeah. By all means, remove these pinch bolts with some form of power tool. Never, ever put them back in with anything other than by hand. The torque rating on those is ridiculously low. It's incredibly easy to snap the bolt. It's also quite easy to snap the bottom of the fork leg. So, out, not in.
Outie, not innie.
Yes, it's an outie. We don't put the battery operated things in. No, we'll leave that comment.
Battery things don't go innie, right, got it.
Yes, yes, don't put the battery operated tool inside, no. Right, we get that. Right, let's whiz that out of there. Put your fingers in your ears. That bit's always loud. Excuse me, important part of the process. And quick tidy up. You do not want to be tripping over loose nuts and bolts, and the worst thing in the world is lower a bike onto the floor onto its side stand, get a side stand stuck in a 13mm bolt and your bike's going over. Oof. That is the voice of experience. Luckily we caught the bike in question, but right, Rally 300s. Next step, front indicators. Luckily the nuts are already fed over the wiring. You just need to get inside to reach them. And the other one, you can see in there. That's enough on that one.
It's quite cool just being hanged up in the air, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got that weird effect of, I like that, like I want it in my lounge.
Yeah. A little fiddly in there. Right, next quick job is mudguard mounting bolts out. And engine bar mountings out. And just to be lazy and make my life a little easier in a minute, we'll drop the front caliper out of the way. In this box of goodies, somewhere hidden, always at the bottom, is one of them.
What is one of them?
Aha, I shall show you. Now that you've asked the question, one,
it's the beak.
front mudguard. And we have one front mudguard
Base plate.
mounting plate, which drops very nicely in there. And then 4 fiddly little bolts. And in we go. Sideways, slight twist.
You're good at finding the hole?
Good at finding the hole. If in doubt, I find closing my eyes.
And then just pushing in?
And then just pushing until something gives. It just seems to work. And if you ever find your threads are a little stiff, lubrication.
What kind of lubrication would you recommend?
Well, at this particular time, I wouldn't recommend spitting on it. I do generally prefer just a little light grease.
Just a little light grease?
As a personal preference. That can stay like that for a minute. Once we get a set of engine bars out, up we go. These you definitely only put in a couple of turns until you've got all 4 bolts in.
Are they off slightly then, normally, or is it just guiding?
It's just it's the opposite. They're such a precise fit. There's no leeway you're giving them. So you get all 4 bolts lined up first, then run all 4 in, and your engine bars are absolutely perfect. Engine bars done. You gotta be gentle with these bolts as well, they're only a thin bolt. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Who wants a wheel?
Front wheel time.
Yeah! A good idea to fit one for you. Don't worry, if they do come included in the price, it's not an optional extra. Wheel spacers, 2 completely different sizes. Which way round did he go? If you put them in the wrong way, you'll soon find out, because your brakes won't line up. But on these, it's always wide spacer left, narrow spacer right as you're looking at it. Basically because, if you come and have a look, you notice there's already an extended piece on the end of that fork leg.
Ah. That side extended, that side flat.
Yep. That goes in there. In we go with a little wiggle. You can start it by hand, always. Never try and start a spindle bolt with anything other than your fingers.
Is that to make sure it threads in properly,
Yeah,
so then you're not cross-threading it?
You cross-thread it or pick a thread up or something goes wrong, it's a fork leg.
Yeah.
Alright, that's as far as I'm going with that. Now back to the early 19th century and do it by hand. That's that done. Pinch bolt time. It's amazing how many people do these and swing on them quite excessively.
Because they're so scared it's gonna...
Yeah, and it's not
come off.
The idea is, it's not a securing bolt. You're not swinging on something that's going to hold something on your bike forever. It's a pinch bolt. It's designed to close the bottom of your fork leg up. So you walk them down, left, right, left, right, left, right, slowly until they stop. And the torque of these is about 15 Newton meters, which is about that. Not a lot. It's less than what I'd class as hand tight. Yep, done.
Done. Front wheel.
Would you
done.
like some front brakes?
Please.
Okay. We'll should do some front brakes for you then, I think.
Can I have the special type?
What, the type that work?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go on. There we go. One set of, excuse me, hang on, let me just pump the brake lever a few times. Yes, one set of working front brakes.
Perfecto.
Next, side stand, so you don't have to keep propping it up against your lamppost or the side of your house.
Quite important, that.
Infinitely useful. 14mm for the bolt. And then 16mm for the lock nut on the back. Almost there.
Spring.
Couple more minor things to do. And a 5mm Allen key. And a pair of snips.
So the thing to remember with this is, it's £299, isn't it? £299
Yep.
is what people pay for this to go on the road. All this work, all this prepping,
Yeah.
all this getting it right, this is where the money's going.
Yeah, this is exactly where your money goes.
And this is one part of the process.
Yeah, this is the once you've got your warehouse inside of it out of the way and it's come to us, this is step one of getting a bike to what we class as rolling. After that, it's into the workshop to be PDI'd or shipped to a dealer to be PDI'd. Now we have the interesting bit.
Spring.
Now this next bit is a bit that makes people cringe.
That's the pull, is it?
Phillips screwdriver. This is the bit, this is where it pings off now, and we have to pause the video whilst we spend 5 minutes looking for it, probably embedded in a ceiling tile. Other than that, Phillips screwdriver, flat locked on the stud, like so. Gentle steady pull. One side stand. They all go on that easy, every time, mostly, sometimes.
Foot peg.
Must say a prayer to Rod's God for letting that spring go on correctly then. Yeah, rear footrest. So the thing is as well, when you're buying your new bike, as you're now finally showing people, lots of bikes are different, but you'd be surprised how much has to go into certain bikes just to get them
On the road.
in a roadworthy condition, ready to be ridden. It's not just your rear footrest as well, it's also your rear brake return spring.
Ooh.
Another one that's very exact. Let's put that in the right place before I tighten it up. Now, rear brake return spring. Stops that horrible squeaking noise and burning sensation after about 500 miles. That works. That works. Everything looks good. I'm happy. Make sure the side stands down before I do this next bit. This is where I pause in just off the floor for a couple of minutes and we'll fit a front screen.
Ah.
So we need these 4 bolts out. Put them to one side. Now, screen. Step 1. Yeah, it's not just throw a screen on and tighten a couple of screws up. These take a little bit of a squeeze to fit, if you have a look. And where the mounting holes are.
Oh yeah.
Just
a slight pull.
Push it in the middle. Just up till the ratchet stops. That's plenty. First layer of packaging, second layer of packaging, third layer of packaging. It's almost like past the parcels, but you can see what you're getting. A lovely slight tint to them.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's subtle. I'm just shove my rubbers into these holes.
Always.
There's no nice way of doing this, and this is one of those occasions where spitting on it really can help. Bottom one in first. And the tops are a little different, because these are nut and bolted. One of those jobs where 3 hands would actually be useful just for about 2 seconds. That's tight enough. Last but by no means least, keys in the ignition. That is how to decrate and roll a Vosges Rally 300. Now, onto the more important job, off to Carl to be PDI'd.
So now it's the PDI process. Now this is Carl, he's going to be the man doing all the PDI to the bike. Carl, what does PDI stand for?
Pre-delivery inspection.
And what you're going to do is go through every single bit, explain it as we go, so we'll get a full picture of what's involved in it.
No problem.
Perfect. So let's see what the PDI is all about.
Right, well first of all, it's come out of the build bay. It's not completely built. As you can see, it's got handguards and everything to go on yet. So I'll start with them, go through that system, and then we'll get into the rest of it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
First thing I normally check is go around the handlebars. You look, this one's pointing up, one's pointing down. So I tend to square them all up, so different people have them in different places. I try to go pretty neutral, which is level, and then obviously the owner will then put them where he wants them. Right.
So how many bikes have you PDI'd?
Thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Come May next year, I've been doing this job 50 years.
50 years?
50 years.
Wow.
I left school, I wanted to be a racer. Best place to be, in a bike shop.
Yes.
And that's how it all started. And 50 years later, still
here.
doing it.
Do you enjoy it?
Most days.
Most days when you're being filmed.
To be fair, you get days. It depends what you're doing. This job, bread and butter, 3-4 a day,
Yeah.
easily. I normally grease these, basically because you've got steel, you've got alloy, and steel and alloy in winter, it doesn't like it.
It's always grease up all of these then.
I always do. Different people do different things. If we all did it the same way, life would be boring.
Yes, it's very true. How many times I try and put on mirrors and I just keep turning and turning, going catch, catch, catch.
The problem is, depends where they homologate them first.
Right, okay.
They homologate them in Europe first. That one,
Yeah.
if you hit it, knocks inwards.
Right.
These don't. But in England, if it's homologated for England first,
Yeah.
this when you hit it, but undo.
Oh,
But
okay.
on this one,
Yeah.
it tightens. It just depends. It depends where they're homologated, really. Fit the handguards next.
So the weights come off the back.
Yep. They come off there. Right, this one, they've got that in the right. Just have to loosen that off and move it up a little bit. Right, you can see it's in all shapes and sizes.
Yep.
Just get it right. One down.
First one done.
Right, so that's your handguards and that fitted. Now I'll go to the battery, see the state of the charge. If it needs charging, we'll put it on. If not, we'll plug all your accessories onto it. Slide forward.
Without damaging it.
It's got the hooks on, you see. It's not like you can pull it, it has to slide forward.
To slide forward for it to come off.
That's near enough right up against this. And
Okay.
it's becomes a problem. Or it can become a problem.
So now we're volt testing it.
Volt test it, yeah, we see where we're at with the volts. So we're at 13 volts, doesn't need charging. I think 12.75 and upwards, you're fine. So I can just bolt everything to this and we'll be on our way.
Perfect. It's good it's my bike, you see. It's just ready.
It's ready. It knows it's to have to behave itself.
That's it. It's not allowed to go wrong.
So now we should have all the electrics. Yeah. Horn. Indicators. Stop lights. Lights on these don't work till the engine runs. We'll check them when we get it running. Right, check the oil level. Yeah, it's filled, plenty of oil in it. Some fuel in, get it running, and then we'll continue with a bulk check. Tyre pressures, chain. We normally put between 5 and 7 litres normally. Right, so here we go.
First ever time it's firing up.
I normally turn them on, prime it, turn it off, prime it
Yeah.
a couple of times.
To get the fuel through the
Get the
system.
fuel through the system. And there she goes, she lives.
There she goes.
As you can see, lights are on now, high and low. Let it tick over for a few minutes, then I'll check the oil level again. Normally when it's doing that, I'll set the clock. As you like to see, safe set it sitting there. Near enough 55. There we go. I say some of them just take a little while.
There's a smell, a new bike smell coming through. Everything's starting to burn, all like the greases and things they put on it. smells nice.
So there we are. That's that done. We'll refit the seat and we'll go on to nut and bolts check and tyre pressures. While it's at eye level, I'll just have a quick check of the oil. Yeah, it'll be about right when it's cooled down a bit.
So now you go around and checking to make sure everything's as tight as it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Right, I'll go around, lube everything up. Give it a bit of a chance in life.
So does that tell us what the chain adjustments
Chain adjustment, yeah. Unfortunately, they don't do one for some reason with the tyre pressures on, which is a bit of a pain because they don't come with a manual. Well, it does come with a manual, but it's online.
Oh, modern day, paperless.
Yeah, you
Until
get,
when you need it.
you get a QR code, and then you've got to download it to your phone or whatever. Oh, I was wrong, 2.25. Obviously we test ride it, then come back, basically check the oils and fluids. But obviously you ain't going to come by me on the bike, test riding,
Absolutely.
not in this weather.
No. So that is the basic PDI done. The number plate has just been put on the back of the bike and it's going to go out for a test ride, have a bit of a clean up and then come back. But as you can see, the effort, the time and work that goes into it is more than I expected. Well, now we're going to move on to the accessories, and one of the latest things that you can now do with MotoGB is you can get your Scorpion exhaust put on your bike by them. They've got the exclusive Scorpion contract to give you that. So I'm going to have a little quick listen between the one with the Scorpion on and then mine that's the standard one. And then we'll move on to even more cool accessories. So here's the sound of the standard exhaust, right? And it's got to be fair, a nice pop. Now this is 4 kilos, 4 kilos. And if we now go over to the Scorpion exhaust, you're going to save 1.5 kilos of weight, and you're also going to get 1 brake horsepower more. So from 27 to 28, plus the lightness as well. You ready for this? And a bit of a blap blap. And a pop. Now doesn't that sound very nice indeed? So a quick run through of the luggage. Most of this is the Nomad system. The Nomad system works like sort of a hook and loop system. So you strap that bag on underneath and then everything can literally go on it. So we've got an aqua bottle just here pinned on the side, a 4-litre bag underneath. That's to be able to put in things like clothes, for example. Then on top of it here, we've got another 4-litre bag, but underneath that is the Atlas bag. What's the big bag that's like a roll bag that's waterproof that you can put your laptops or your camera stuff in, etc., that you're worried about getting wet. Then you've got these nice little bag pouches on the top that's got more straps in it at the minute, but again, you could fill that with snacks, easy things that you want on the road. Then you've got another 4-litre bag strapped onto here. That will put things like shoes and stuff in. Then I've got a fuel bottle attached to this side, so I've got emergency fuel, a litre of that as well. And then what I really love is this awesome system here, because where you've got the magnetic tank bags on all the others, this, I can actually get to the fuel filler cap to fill it up without having to take anything off. 2-litre bags, there's 3 of them each side of this. That's for all things like cables, batteries, everything that you need quick to grab on the road. For me, basically cameras and kit yet again. But it's decked out, look at it. It's proper decked out in awesome Oxford luggage. The whole system should be really sweet when I'm out on the road. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, my new channel motorcycle, the Vogue Rally 300. And as you can see, it is decked out to do some crazy adventures. And that's exactly what I'm after. So we're going to put this machine now through so much pain, but we still need to run it in properly in the next 2 days and give it its proper first service. But I'm excited to get riding. So next, let's start running it in.